Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Dreadlocks the Sacred Hair. I'm doing a video tutorial for you today on how to make dreadlocks, and I'm starting with the first method that I learned, and that's the tease and crochet method. So I wanted to show you one method at a time. So today we'll do the tease and crochet method, and another day we'll do another method. There's lots of ways to put dreadlocks in. But you're going to need some tools before you start. You're definitely going to need this fine tooth comb. They have metal fine tooth combs for dreadlocks specifically, but you don't need that. Just any fine tooth comb, you can get them at Sally's. And then you're going to need a clip, one or two clips like this. Or if you have a clip like this at home, you can use that too. You don't have to spend any money on this, whatever works. But this is the most important tool, and this is your crochet hook. And this one is a clover 0.50 millimeter crochet hook. You can get these on Amazon, and the reason they're so awesome is because this plastic piece keeps traction while you're crocheting. A regular crochet hook would just spin in your hands, and you'll see what I mean when you start practicing your crochet. So I'm going to jump right in, and what we're going to do is on your head or your person that you're doing hair, you're doing dreads into, you're going to take the hair and you're going to section off about a 1 inch section on the bottom, 1 inch across. So let's do this. It looks pretty good. So we're looking at about 1 inch wide and all the way across the back of the head, and then you'll just clip this extra hair away and keep it out of your way. And we're going to take about a 1 inch by 1 inch piece here. You can do it a little bigger if you have fine hair and a little smaller if you have thick hair. And what we're going to do is hold the hair out at a horizontal angle, pretty tight. We're going to take our fine tooth comb, and from the bottom we're going to tease that hair up toward the scalp. So you're building the teasing in as you go from the bottom up, and you'll be left with kind of a small tail at the bottom here of very fine hair. So keep teasing until you've gotten it pretty matted up toward the scalp. And that's how it's going to look. Okay, so from there, we're going to crochet. When you crochet, you're going to reach in around the dread, tuck in some pieces, get a good grip, get your crochet hook, make sure you have the pointy end facing up, and then you're going to go into the hair with the crochet hook and pull hair back in. Out and in, out and in. In the meantime, you're going to start pinching the dread with your fingers and twisting it a little bit and kind of just bringing that hair in while you're crocheting. I like to think of it as an infinity sign. The infinity sign, that's the shape you're going to make with the crochet hook. So you go in, you go up and around, pull some hair in, come back around, in that infinity or figure eight. And you're going to crochet all the way down to the bottom until you run out of hair. As long as you can still crochet here in from the outside, you're good. I'm going to run out of hair here in a minute. There we go. So what you're left with is a lock that looks like this with the little tail at the bottom. You're going to have to go through each lock 2 or 3 times, crocheting again. And each time you do this, your lock will get tighter. Dogs are fighting in the background, of course. And you're just going to crochet all the way down to the bottom. See how it's getting tighter, and the hair, the fuzzy hair from the outside is being drawn back into the center of the dreadlock. All the way down until you run out of hair. You'll get very good at using this crochet hook. At first it's going to feel very, very awkward, but the more you practice It's something you really need to know how to do because you'll be touching up your own dreads along the way. And by the end of you putting a whole head of dreads, you'll be very good at it. So again, we're going to grab the crochet hook, stick it through horizontal, pull the hair from the outside back in. Just keep practicing this motion. You'll get so good at it that you'll be able to crochet your dreads in front of the TV set, and you won't have to go to somebody else to touch them up. So this is my third time through this lock. It's getting pretty darn tight here. Perfect. Now you're going to have these tails at the bottom, but as you shampoo your hair is going to lock up and shrink up, and this will be become a smaller tail. So don't worry too much about that. I like a little bit of a tail hanging out because it makes it look softer. So now that we've gotten one done, we'll go on to the next. Inch parting. Hold it out horizontally. Take our comb and back comb. Really matting that hair toward the scalp. Reach in to crochet, grab our crochet hook, stick it through, and just start pinching and slightly twisting the hair while your crochet hook is going in and out with an infinity or figure 8 direction. And you're getting all the way down till the very bottom. That's our first crochet. When we go back in, it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter, and that's what we want. Once you shampoo your hair a few times with dread shampoo, a specific dread shampoo is the best. I like Naughty Boy Dreadlock shampoo or Dolly Locks, and both of those shampoos can be found on Amazon. So I'm going through and just for the third time really getting in, and might be the second time on this one, really getting in and bringing the hair from the outside into the center, just getting comfortable with the crochet hook. Pretty soon you'll be able to do this blindfolded. Trust me, you'll get better at it. It's very awkward at first. So we're going to crochet all the way down. You want them pretty firm. Don't move on to the next one until you have one pretty well established hair where you feel like when you shampoo it, it's not gonna come out. All right. And then I'm gonna move on to the next level just to show you guys what you'll do next. And basically that's just another 1-inch section on top of the one you've already done. Lift the hair out of the way. Grab your section, tease. If you have very fine hair, make your section wider and taller. So you'll be on top in the next section up. Try to get the dread so that it falls between these two in a brick lay pattern instead of making the dreads all the same all the way across. Otherwise you'll see parting in your head. So we grab the dread. Stick our crochet hook in, and we just start, I got another thread in it. We just start pulling the hair in from the outside. It's messy at first. The first one will be messy. You're just trying to get a base of hair coming into the center. You're twisting with and pinching with your fingers as you go. And then you're just going to go back up to the top and refine it a little bit. It should get tighter and tighter each time you go through. Basically, we're just tangling the hair in on itself and making a giant knot. And that's what dreadlocks are. Okay, so now we're getting to the bottom of this one. Looking pretty good. Touch that up a few more times. And then from here on the second level, we're just going to go across and do our dreads, and it's going to follow all the way up to the top. So that is how you do the tease and crochet method of making locks. And make sure you start with a shampooed head, no conditioner. Ditch all conditioner when it comes to dreadlocks. Conditioner is obviously the opposite of what we want. We want the hair to become tangled, and conditioner takes tangles out. So before you start a fresh head of dreads, make sure that your hair is shampooed with a dreadlock shampoo. Even if it's fuzzy, the fuzzier the better. And then you can start in giving your sections, start in with your teasing, crochet, and you're on your way to having a head full of dreads. Good luck.